Hey guys, welcome to Tech Life. My name is Julio. Thanks for being here. So as always, I want to start with saying thank you to the subscribers. Thank you to everybody who leaves me comments. Some of y'all find me on LinkedIn. You can see that I have my LinkedIn account right there. And some of you have reached out to me on LinkedIn. So again, I love receiving questions and just trying to help you out as much as possible. That is the point of this channel right now, is to help you make a decision on which boot camp you want to go to. If you just kind of help you understand more what they're about. That's why I'm here. So thank you again. If you've subscribed, I am trying to reach 100 subscribers. So if you are watching this and I'm not there yet, please consider subscribing, especially if you found some of this useful. Leave me a question because I definitely do my best to try and get back to you. I have one person right now that I need to get back to, and I'm going to do that as soon as I am done with this video. What is this video about today? The boot camp. We started week 14. I'm still struggling a little bit with what we are doing. In the last video, I told you guys that Express just got me for some reason. I don't know why. It just wasn't sinking in. So I studied. It made a little bit more sense. I understood Express like by itself, the syntax and what I got to do and stuff. But I was still having trouble, and I still am a little bit, visualizing how Express works. The back and forth flow from the front end to the back end just didn't want to register. Anyways, the point is, I'm not personally comfortable with where I am. And today, guys, I am exhausted. It is Saturday. Saturdays are my worst days. If you remember from one of my videos in the past. Hey, good morning, guys. This is the Saturday hustle for me. Just finished a 12-hour shift at work. Got to campus a little early. Gonna take a little nap in the truck. I got my snacks ready to keep me awake through the day. Monster and 5-hour energy that I'll take a little later. Some water. And that's how I will be learning Node.js starting today. Class goes from 10 to 2 p.m. And then I have an hour drive home, so that puts me home at 3. So Saturdays are really long days. Yeah, so that leads me into the whole point of today's video. And the reason I wanted to make this video is because I was having a really great conversation with one of our TAs after class, and we just started talking code in general and talking about being a web developer and everything. We came across the topic of, if you want to be successful at a boot camp, the best thing you can do is dedicate yourself to that time. If it's a full-time boot camp, to whether it's 8 weeks, 10 weeks, 12 weeks, if it's a part-time boot camp like mine, 6 months, whatever that time frame is, you need to dedicate your life to that boot camp, because there's so much information coming at you, and you need to learn it, understand it, and be able to apply it at such a fast rate that it only helps you to clear everything else and learn it as best you can. Because for many of you, the goal is to get a job after the boot camp. I'm fortunate right now that I don't have the pressure that I have to get a job. I've been in my career for already the better half of a decade, so I'm established in that. So I don't have that pressure of, okay, now I'm done, I want to start making some money. But I know that many of you might be in that, where you're going to the boot camp because you want to get a job. And if you want to get a job, you have to be able to show companies that you can do the work. Boot camps don't always have the best reputations with some companies. They may have hired somebody that came out of a boot camp and they just couldn't hack it for whatever reason. On paper they look good, they have all these technologies they know how to use, but they couldn't do it. So they get leery about hiring somebody else. So you have to demonstrate that you can do what you say you can do. And the only way that's going to be possible is if you dedicate all that time. I mean, you have to live, breathe, sleep, code all the time. And before I started the boot camp, I spoke to my wife, and we talked about what I wanted to do. And I said, hey, look, when this starts, if I do this, when this starts, like, we need to agree that this is my free time is going to be in front of the computer coding. And we talked about it, and we both agreed that, yeah, it's a short period, 6 months. with hopefully a great payoff at the end. We agreed that that was good. So so you have to do that too if you are, you know, in a serious relationship or married. Dedicate as much time as you can to the boot camp. I guess the second theme, which still goes along with it, the only way you can do that is if you truly love coding. There are people that will go to boot camp because they want to get a better job, and this can lead to a good career and a good life. Learning at this pace can be difficult if you don't love to code. If this is just not a passion for you, it's going to reveal itself. You are going to realize that, you know what, maybe you don't like coding as much as you thought you did, because you are going to be confused. You're going to feel the way I do right now, where you're like, I just don't get it. Yeah, so all of that is to say that you want to really have a passion for coding, especially when times get tough, because they will. I would say to save yourself heartache, to save yourself wasting money and your time, analyze how you feel about coding. And you may be in the place where you kind of just discovered this and you're like, you know, I really don't know. You think you like it, you think it could be for you, so you want to give it a shot. And to that, you know, nothing wrong with that. I would say try and learn as much as you can right now online for free, and see if you can kind of get a feel for how you feel about programming. And, you know, after about a month or two, you still feel the same, hey, follow through with it. Chances are you probably are a great fit for it. But if you're doing this just because you know you need a job, you've heard that there's really great money in being a web developer, and that's the only reason you want to do this as a means to an end, the odds are that you are not going to grasp the material that well. And when it comes time to look for a job, you're not going to perform that great in interviews. You may have a difficult time finding a job, and you're going to just feel horrible about the whole thing. So again, guys, if you want to succeed in this, my recommendation to you, once you get into any boot camp, make it your life. And the second point is, it's easier to do all that if you really just love what you're doing. You love coding, you love programming, and if you have those two things, you are going to be a great success. Take that for what it's worth. It's just one man's opinion. Week 13 has been a kick in the butt, and for me anyways. If you guys are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. Hopefully some of this was helpful. Again, please send me your questions. I promise I do my absolute best to get back to you, because I love helping people. And send me any questions you have. Hopefully you guys have a great day, and I will talk to you later. My dog's over there running around. Probably can't see him, but I have a wide lens on, so it's kind of hard to see him. I can't zoom in that much, but he's over there walking, and there's fish that are jumping around in our pond. Scout! Come here, Scout! Scout! Come here! Come here! Good boy! Come here, boy! Come here! Say hi to everybody. Oh, yeah. Oh, thank you for that. That's what I wanted. All right, guys. Hope you have a good one, and I will see you guys at the next video. Bye. Thumbnail.